of my friends we've been doing a lot of folk dance stuff for a long time, and we decided to kind of take to the next step and become a full-fledged company. And instead of kind of just messing around with music and messing around with dancing, we decided to become musicians and become dancers and become artists, basically. And that's why we started Kawayan.
The best thing I like about KFA is the sense of family that we have here in the company.
There's so many different aspects of KFA that people can be involved in. People can be a musician, a dancer, they can work in business. There's a place for everyone. Family vibe.
Opportunity to learn about the culture.
What I like best about KFA is that everybody has potential to be better performers.
It gives me a sense of identity.
The dancing, or I guess the representation of Filipino arts in general, and also the people, because the people are awesome.
I like the camaraderie. I love coming to practice and seeing all my friends. I like learning about the different dances and the different types of dances that are danced in the regions of the Philippines.
I guess I really get the sense of family.
We all love to dance, so it's cool to come together and do it in something that we're all passionate about.
Being able to work with a lot of fun people and challenging myself in new roles that I've never done before.
I like being able to participate in my culture as well as get some exercise because I'm pretty lazy.
The gigs are fun to do. Performing.
Performing is the best part. Even though I get all antsy and nervous right before performing, it's kind of a rush.
I think the hardest part and the best part about being a part of Kawayan Folk Arts is that it's not our full-time job. We all have careers that we are, just starting, we're building up.
We work in different. We all do different things in different industries.
We all kind of live. We're pretty scattered all over the Bay Area. Some are commuting from San Francisco. Some, live in the South Bay, work in San Francisco, and then rush back when we have rehearsals during the week. At work, they talk about having work-life balance, and then with KFA, Kawayan Folk Arts, we have work-life
Kawayan
balance, and
which is hard.
It's very hard. You'll see the dancers on stage, but there are also people behind the scenes, our staff, especially the property masters, who are in charge of all the costumes and props that you see on stage.
There's also a group of teachers that work with Christine that work on the research and also work on the choreography. And also, the hardest part really is to work with such a large group of people, which is never easy.
We're investing our time and our money and our efforts, not for any kind of material payback. It's really just for the
intrinsic.
Yeah, for the joy of being proud of what our heritage is, and our desire to kind of expose people that may not have been exposed to it before, or just kind of sharing the pride to kind of make it, hopefully instill that in other people.
5 years from now, I hope KFA kind of shakes off all of the growing pains from the beginning and takes the next step and really focuses on enriching the art forms and just contributing back to the art form in terms of our talent. And so now we're not rehearsing. We're not so much focusing on building our form and building our artistic style because we've already established it, but kind of taking that next step and really giving it back or performing it for our audiences.
I don't know, in 5 years, I hope that KFA grows in terms of skill level, in terms of what they do within the community. I hope we outreach to different age groups to incorporate little kids. That's kind of what I would like to focus on next. I think that they have an energy that and an eagerness that you don't find anywhere else. Their eyes are wide open and they want to absorb it all.
Most of all, we have fun together, and it's at the end of the day, we play music. You'll see it in the musicians a lot, but they play music together and they enjoy creating together, and in terms of an orchestra, they enjoy being part of that complete sound, and it's the same for the dancers. They all have their own component. They're all their own component or part of the piece. But when it comes together and they recognize that they contributed to that, we enjoy that, and that's fun for the group.
The suite opens with Oi Oi. Oi Oi is a rousing festival dance of thanksgiving prayer to their god for a bountiful harvest of rice. The Ifugao, legendary builders of the fabled rice terraces, provide the inspiration for this culminating dance.
It is artistry at work, with men showing composition, form, depth, and perspective conjured from inspiration. Each to his own, no two dancers display the same level of performance.
The biggest challenge, I'd say, for this dance is for the dancers to display a lot of strength and at the same time still maintain a good flowing movement and not hold too much rigidity. I definitely like the energy in the dance. I like the fact that not everybody has to look alike, yet you can still see similarities in the movement.
And that all the guys are in a bahag.
The second dance is Kayabang.
Kayabang depicts a banquet maiden's trip down to the lowlands from the mountains. As they travel along the mountain trail, they beat the bungkaka, an instrument to drive away any unseen evil spirits they encounter along the way. The maidens carry baskets to hold the stalks they harvest in the lowlands.
One of the biggest difficulties in Kayabang is the use of the props. They're a bit awkward to dance with, getting the rhythm correctly, but the change in the beat and intensity along with the use of the props make the dance sound really pretty.
Salip. This is a wedding dance in the Kalinga tradition. The blanket is a symbol of his oath of protection and comfort. The pots or banga filled with oil signifies even flowing, harmonious marital life. The main challenge, especially for the bride, is balancing the numerous pots while dancing gracefully. The maidens are the friends of the bride who are helping her get ready for her wedding, so kind of like bridesmaids. And this dance, though short, could be quite exhausting due to its pace. My favorite part of the dance is the sensuality shared by the husband and wife amidst the fast dance.
This is also a stamina dance. So in this dance, the groom has to keep up with the bride, and at the same time he has to impress her. The alap is the most important part for the groom, as it depicts, it's part of his depiction as of a rooster. So the better he is at controlling the blanket, the more impressive he is to the bride. The hardest part for the guy is really controlling the blanket and manipulating it in a way so that he has complete control over it. Try to do a continuous, like, here, and then here, and again. It's not a courtship dance,
It's a celebration of their marriage.
A celebration of their marriage.
It's almost like they have to learn how to be sensual with each other.
Closing the suite will be Duwalang Malinawa. It's a festival dance where a lot of men and women dance to the beating of gongs.
This dance is from the Kalinga tribe in an area called Malinawa.
I think the challenge is for the guys being able to play the instrument, the gongs, cleanly while still doing their, mastering their moves. We want them to be, what did you call it, like earthy or?
Natural.
Natural.
I told them to loosen up. Shake up a little bit. Everybody, shake it up. Loosen up.
For the girls, I think it's hard because they need to carry themselves with a lot of strength but still be very graceful. Their feet are doing one thing and their arms are doing another thing, so it's kind of like rubbing your stomach and patting your head at the same time.
This is a community dance, so this would be done by a large number of people in the community dancing together. And that's why the gongs, the flat gongs, are so important, because they keep everybody together, and it's very tribal in that respect.